What's up all, this is R13 and let's get started, shall we? Today we are checking out the Hguc Byarlant custom from the Unicorn Gundam Series. This unit was released back in 2012 with a price tag of 2600 yen. And remember, prices vary depending on location and online. So remember that. Okay, now let's get to it, shall we? I actually built this unit for about 3 hours, taking my time, and got to admit, this is one bulky unit. I really actually enjoyed building this unit here. Now, there is so much to cover for this unit here. Got to admit that. Now, where to begin? The short version for the history of this unit here is this unit is actually a variant of the original Byarlant that first made an appearance in the Zeta Gundam series, piloted by Jared Mesa. Now, this Byarlant custom here actually made an appearance in the Unicorn Gundam series and had been modified with a beam rifle that can convert into a beam saver and a claw, compared to the original Byarlant. Now, I'm actually not gonna go into details into that because the fun fact is I do have the Byarlant with me, and I will actually conduct a side-by-side comparison between the two in the future. Now, let's get back to it, shall we? So, in the Unicorn Gundam series, this unit actually fought head-to-head with multiple units. So, this unit here is OP when it comes to Grunt Mobile Suit, and it is actually very strong. Now, let's do a size comparison here, shall we? So, this is a Hguc half cannon that I have, and just a second here. Okay, sorry for the delay there, and this is, oops. My real grade Sazabi here. Okay, so you guys can just see the size comparison, and it's just huge. Maybe a couple of millimeters short of being the same height of the Sazabi here, but the bulkiness, the Byarlant actually won over the Sazabi. It is actually quite nice, got to admit that. Okay, so a few things that I actually want to make note of is this unit is back heavy. Okay, so you can actually position it in a way that it won't fall down, but a simple push, that's it. It falls down. Due to the fact because of the design of the feet. Now you can actually adjust it to make sure it doesn't fall off. Just you got to be very careful with it. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Okay, be right back. Okay, there you go. One of the few technical difficulties of the Byarlant here is a little bit back heavy. Now there's actually one way to fix it, and that's making the joints here, the connectors, a little bit stiff, so it won't fall off easily. So that way you can actually position it or pose it in certain ways. That's one of the best advice I can give you right now. Now let's get back on track, shall we? Now, for the extra parts, all you have is this piece here. This is actually two pieces. And okay, I'm trying. Okay, there we go. Now this piece here is for the action base. Do not lose this. If you lose this, then you're not going to be able to post this properly. You're gonna have to use the generic parts for the action base. This is very important. If you're gonna put it on display, just keep this nearby or installed right away. Now this is actually very easy installation, which I'll show you guys right away here. Now underneath here, see that green cable, easy installation just like that, and you can actually remove it easily. Now for the other extra parts, there are no extra parts. Maybe a few leftover polycaps, that's it. Yeah, that's all the extra parts that you got. Actually, this is not even an extra part, this is an important piece. Okay, now let's go to the decals and the stickers here. I didn't actually use any stickers for this unit here, and here is the decal, EFF decal. It's a gray one. It's decal stickers, just a heads up. And then you got your actual paper stickers, the dreaded. There's a lot, and as always, my suggestion is paint it. Yeah, paint it. For some reason my camera is actually suddenly getting darker. There we go. Yeah, a lot of stickers. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's go to the next stage here. The nubs and the seam lines and the details all in one, 3 in 1. Okay, so building this unit actually is not that bad. There will always be nubs and seam lines, but it can easily be fixed by sanding it and what do you call that, and using Tamiya cement. Now, some of the seam lines that this unit have is in the typical shoulder piece, and then you get the nubs here in the shoulder, in the what do you call those boosters here. This one easily fixed, and here's another nubs here. And then in certain areas like the feet, there's the nubs that you can actually see it easily. Like I said, sanding and Tamiya cement. But then in the distance, actually a straight build, if you put this on display, it already looks good, and the nubs and the seam line actually doesn't show. But if you actually inspect it closer, it will definitely show. Now for the details here, as you guys can see, it actually got a basic details. You can actually add some scribing in the shoulders, in the thrusters, in the back definitely. And as of right now, this already looks good. And there's some more seam lines there, and the basic panel line and color scheme, it already looks good, but then it can be better by doing a little bit of detailing here. Okay, now that we get that out of the way, here's some more close-up look. It is actually really nice. Before we move on to the articulation test, and one thing I do like about this is you can actually remove this armor here to show more details for the thrusters. And let's see if I can actually do this. Okay, this is actually harder than it looks, and I may have broken something already. Okay, no, it's not gonna work. But this piece here, the inside here, there's actually more details for the thrusters, but you will still need this installed, or you can do battle damage. Just giving you guys a heads up. Okay. And here's another side here. There's actually stickers on this one here. I didn't put it because I am not a fan of the paper stickers. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to the articulation test. Oh, before that, there's some details here. There's a lot of cables. Really good design. Okay, articulation test. Okay, let's get started with the articulation test here. Now, first off, we're going to start with the backpack. You can remove it easily. Okay, one of the details, special features. Okay, not bad at all, not bad. You can definitely have certain dynamic poses with the thrusters. Now, for the body itself, the headpiece. Now this one here is actually nice, really dynamic. It can't do 360, but it can definitely do certain poses that I'm really impressed. Now for the arms here, as you guys can see. Okay. Can definitely do 360. That's how far it can go. Now, as you guys can see, the arms actually got two options, which is actually really nice. Articulated claws. Okay, this piece here can actually move around without the arms. Okay. Now for the torso, can definitely do 360. You can actually remove this piece here, as you guys can see, easily removable. And for the waist here, that's it. And for the legs, okay. Can't do a split, limited. That's how far it can do go. Now for the ankle guard, movable. For the feet, the claws here, really nice. Can definitely do certain dynamic pose, definitely. Now for this piece here, the slot here for the connector, I have no clue what that is for. Maybe there's a reason for that, no clue at all. Really nice. Okay, that's it for the articulation test. Now time to show you guys the weapons, which I should have actually mentioned early on. But first things first, let's put this unit back together again, shall we? Okay, so let's talk about the weapons here. A few things is that I forgot to mention is the Byarlant actually have a beam saber effects, and there's two of them. One is currently equipped right now. So the beam sabers for the weaponry, one of them, a pair, if you actually install it at the other one. Beam rifle, which is actually where the beam saber is currently equipped right now. Yeah, it's practically the same as the Zeta Gundam. And then you get the claw, articulated claw, which is really, really nice. Okay, that's all the weapon system that this unit have. Now for my final thoughts here, this unit released in 2012, I believe. Just double checking right now. Yep, with a price tag of 2,600 yen. This unit that I got is actually a reprint using the blue Bandai logo. So go get it when you still can. And there's a couple of things that actually kind of what do you call that now? Disadvantages for this unit here. The most common, nubs and seam lines. So there's some nubs and seam lines in certain areas, but you can easily fix that by sanding and Tamiya cement. And then certain issues, specifically with this piece here. This piece, as mentioned, is part of the action base. You will have to use other pieces for the Byarlant here to do more dynamic poses, due to the fact that this piece here falls off easily. If you're making it look like it's flying, it will fall off easily. You can either use the basic action base or the new ones to make it more secure for dynamic poses. What else? Yeah, I guess oh yeah, back heavy, that's one of them. Certain poses also, it will fall off without the action base. And then the next part is heavy stickers. Yep. And actually, now that I have the heavy stickers here, you can that's actually a good thing, is you can actually use this opportunity to do some detailing for this unit here. It already looks good as is, but it will be much better if you actually put some details here. And it's really good also to do some scribing as well around the nubs and the seam lines to make it disappear, or something else. Sky's the limit. Okay, so that's all the time that I got, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button somewhere there and that like button. Share this to your friends or family if you enjoy this video. And for me, Gunpla is for everyone to have fun, relax, and enjoy. That is Gunpla for me, and I believe that's what everyone else believes. And yeah, this is R13. Have a good day, good night, afternoon, wherever you are. Signing out. Next project, it will be a surprise. See you guys.